Hey everybody, it's Friday, June 27th. I planted two types of parsnips this year. You can see the two stakes in the front row there. I've got parsnips that come up, and then the other stake and nothing come up there. And I've got some ground cherries to put in. So I thought, well, I got no space to put them, but here's a space, so here we go. And I got a special guest star today. Some of you may know him. He's Paul Clement. He came all the way from Ontario to plant my ground cherries. Take it away, Paul.
Thanks, Darren. Well, we have a nice beautiful ground cherry here, looking great.
So Paul and I discussed this. We think we can put probably 3 in there, and then we'll see where else we can shove a couple more. I have 5 of them, so.
Well, that's what we're hoping in theory. Let's see here.
We just had some steaks and some beers, and it's a lovely evening here. That looks pretty good, eh?
I think so.
You think we should get a hoe or something, and just in case something's trying to come up? All right. So while Paul slaves away there, I'll just show everybody what it looks like. Garlic, onions. My leeks have finally come along here.
Yeah, looking pretty good.
And those terrible looking tomatoes still look terrible, but they look a little less terrible today. Tomatoes aren't quite as yellow as they were. I won't bore everybody. Cabbages look pretty good. They're really quite large. Here's my corn. I just can't bear to thin it. Paul and I decided that we'll be okay. We'll just have to really look after it and water it lots. And I thinned about 20 out of there, but I couldn't bring myself to do any more. I got some peppers coming. I pulled flower buds off for about 2 months there. These plants, as you can see, are very small. I just decided to let them go anyways because summers are very short. Quick shot of the front bed. Onions. Beets are looking good. Fennel. My zucchini, I got off to a late start, but it's coming along. Got some very small cabbages. 2 of them in there. It doesn't show very good, but I'll be eating cabbage here in another week probably any day now if I really wanted. All the brassicas are looking good here. Kale. There's my kale. This doesn't show up very good. There's my dill on the far left. Nice little salad selection there. Looks good. Celery looks good. Daikon radishes. These tomatoes were put out a week later. The first ones were put out June 1st, and these are, I think, June 7th. This was after the nasty weather had subsided, so these tomatoes look way better than the ones out in the garden proper. Here's my pole beans. Just starting to latch on. So they're doing quite well. Here's what my cucumbers and my peas look like today. And there's Paul filming. Hi, Paul.
Hey there. Hey everybody, how's it going?
Garlic about to put out scapes here pretty quick. I'll have to cut them off and make some pesto or something out of them. 2 short rows of carrots. Haven't thinned them. Might not thin them. There's my beans. They come up pretty good. And the potatoes. I usually hill my potatoes around Father's Day. They were a little slow this year. We've had some poor weather in early June, but this weekend they're going to get hilled. I hill once a year, and it's this weekend. Wonder how long it would take Paul to hill potatoes. And that commotion would be caused by this. Raspberries have filled out nicely. Some impending fruit for the wife and children. My wife did a little thinning. There's my rhubarb. Holding on. All right. He does nice work, doesn't he? So we got 3 there. Hopefully we've had enough room for tomato cage around each one. I think, I've never grown ground cherries before, but I'm thinking they get about the size of tomatoes, so we'll stay tuned and see what happens there. I got 2 left, and we'll see if we can find a place for them. So Paul and I found one little scrap of extra space here in the garden. I was going to put them back to back, but we had an idea what we're going to do, what I'm going to do I guess, is we got one directly put in the garden, which is slightly bigger than this one. I'll put this one in a pot and we'll see if that makes a difference, see what happens throughout the summer. And here's another shot of Paul's hard work. Thanks for your efforts today, Paul.
No problem.
And thanks for coming out.
Anytime, Darren.
And congratulations, by the way. Paul is a grandpa of a baby girl.
Yes, I am. Thank you very much.
He looks pretty young for a grandpa, eh?
Well.
Okay, folks, so that's it. The only thing I have possibly left to plant out this year on the left is the Calder goji bush, the Calder tree, I guess. And on the right is something called a bitter melon I got from Aquarius Chick. And I still have to figure out where to put that yet. I have to do some dueling with my wife here about where this goji bush is going to put. But that's another story. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye, everybody. Alright, that's it for a lovely evening here at the Savage North Garden. I'm just showing my flag here to show how calm it is. It's a very nice evening. It's a Canada Day long weekend for me. I booked Monday off. Many of you, I'm sure, have done the same. Hope everybody has a good Canada Day, and we'll see you next time. Bye again. I should have looked a little bit closer last night. This morning I was doing some weeding. And I don't know if this shows. You can see a curly scape coming back there, so I think today maybe I'll remove some of the scapes. We'll see what we get. The first row here, it was planted from rounders last year, and what they've said is true. You can see that the first year rounders will produce scapes. You have to remove these, they say, because you want your garlic heads to get bigger, of course. So maybe I'll remove a few of these, see what we get. Maybe make some pesto today. Okay, so the scapes in the foreground are from the normal sized garlic, and in the background you can see a comparison. This is what you get for first year scapes. These are from those rounds that I planted last year. And you can expect that the heads of garlic would be comparable in size. Anyway, here's about 3/4 of them I've harvested today. There's some junior ones coming yet, but this will be the majority of it for this year. My tomatillo has a tomatillo on it. It has 2 of them. Check out this bad boy. That thing is huge. Should get something out of that, eh? Got a lot more flowers too. This didn't take me long at all. It took me like 20 minutes. I couldn't believe it. I guess it's a lot easier when you're an adult than when you're a kid and you got like 90 or 100 hills to do.